and gamers, and welcome back to another edition of the No Hours Left stream. Come on, Fox. I promise you guys we're gonna get it, but today is the day. 30 years in the making, Pokemon Day. Now, you guys already know we go way back. We go way back to Red and Blue. Okay. Releases in the US. I understand that a lot of you may be a little confused. Why is Red and Green? Why is it not Red and Blue? Red and Green released first in Japan, and then we got Red and Blue here in the States. I'm pretty sure we probably know why America's got to be special. But yes, today's Pokemon Day. The presentation wasn't all that exciting. There's been a lot of leaks, and I went into this spoiler free. Like I like the only thing I knew it was called was Wind and Waves, because you clearly can't get away from the title if you're a Pokemon fan. So the only thing I knew about it was called Wind and Waves. I knew you can go underwater. So that shot was pretty dope. So if you haven't seen the direct, just go back, watch like the last 5 minutes of it. Even Poketopia is starting to look more interesting, although I don't need any more cozy sim games in my life because Hytale and Minecraft already take the cake for that. But let's talk about Gen 10, and then we'll get into this game right here, because we have just a little bit of time before we have to do some other work that pays the bills. But let's talk about Gen 10, you guys, because I'm excited for one of them, for the way one of them looks. So the titles, of course, Wind and Wave. Everyone knew that going in. It was hard to not know what the names are going to be. This is official now, Wind and Waves. Yeah, these names were leaked like a year and a half ago. So once again, it's kind of hard to get away from that, you know, kind of hard. But here they are, the starters. Gen 10. We finally have 30 starters. 30 years, Gen 10, 3 starters every generation. So I'm pretty excited. And right off the back, I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys, like the grass type Pokemon, like he's gonna be like, I feel like he's gonna be dope when he evolves. Like that's gonna be like an eagle. Like it better be a dope eagle when he evolves. My personal favorite though is this lizard, water lizard right here. Now I know we already have a couple of lizard starters, especially he kind of reminds you of the water one. Yeah, I don't remember all of their names. I'm old. 151, okay. So let's just get a closer look. So Boar. I'm sure the T is silent. I'm a horrible reader. Once again, I think when he evolves, he's gonna look like he's gonna be like a dope eagle. Like you're not gonna want to mess with him. And then I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like a flying grass. So what's fire, rock? I don't think electricity is gonna hurt it that much. Yeah. So I like this one. I like this one. The other two you don't really know besides their main typing what they're gonna be after this. So here, and this is the one I'm least. This guy right here is the one I'm least excited for. I don't want another dog. I'm not a dog person. I don't want another dog. We have a bunch of dogs. I think there were like 3 or 4 different types of dogs with the last gen, but now we have another dog. It's good, and I don't care if it grows up to be a lion. We already have a couple of lion Pokemon, literally one called Pyro and Leo, I think. So now we got another fire dog. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not excited, but this dude right here, Gekwa. I'm calling him Gekwa. Okay, sorry about the lighting, guys. We're testing out cameras here, but Gekwa. I'm riding with this one right here. This one, depending upon what it's gonna look like when it evolves, because let's face it, my brothers and I, some of us are very vain about our Pokemon. So it doesn't matter if they're the strongest. It depends on how they look when they evolve. And so if it's an ugly evolution, we're just not going to use it. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not using ugly evolutions, okay? So depending upon what this one turns into, if he's close to the other water lizard, I don't know if I'm gonna like that a lot. But yeah, so it's a choice between the water type and the grass type. But yeah, this dude right here, he's yeah, depending upon what they turn into, and I don't know how long I'm gonna hold out on spoilers before we jump into trying to find out what they look like. Yeah, so that was and basically that was Pokemon Day. You had some off shots of what they talked about. Let's go back to all three of them. There was a really money grab product where it was just a little Game Boy and you put cartridges in and it's music. Nintendo literally released a music app. Why am I gonna buy something that's standalone just to buy? Like, no, that was a money grab, Nintendo. Speaking of money grabs, yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I was not a fan of DLC when DLC started coming out for Pokemon. I did not get the DLC for Sword and Shield, the Frozen Tundras, all of that. Didn't get that DLC. Literally only bought the Violet and Scarlet DLC maybe like a month or two before Legends came out. So I waited and finally collapsed and said, all right, let's just go visit Blueberry Academy. Let's see what's popping over there. Let's see if we can get all these starters, whatever, in the game. Legends ZA, yeah, it's dimensions. You get other Mega Evolves. Unfortunately, I'm at a point in my Pokemon journey where I don't do it as much competitively, so it wasn't an incentive to go and get that DLC. And then the DLC was like 40 bucks, 40 bucks. Like, and like the DLC literally came out. It was announced when the game was going to come out, so it was like you could have just added that on to the game. Like you got to hit a sweet spot with DLC, and this is with all games in general. So you got to hit that sweet spot of you got to release DLC in enough time where people are still playing the game and they're attached to it. And so this one to me just came out too soon, and it should, and like a lot of stuff probably should have been part of the game in my opinion. So with all that said and done, $20 to play one of the best. And let me tell you, I've played all of them except Black and White and X and Y, because that was I had lost my Diamond version. I was moved all my Pokemon over, didn't want to jump back in, waited till Sun and Moon jump back in. So anyway, so besides those two, I've played all of them. This to me is probably the most hardcore, and that's what a lot of people say. This the old school. None of that. Everyone gets XP, like that participation trophies. No. If you did not compete, you don't get XP. So this is what we're harking back to, that old school grind. So let's just jump in a little bit here and let's just get a feel for it. Sorry, I didn't realize I had the screen dim that whole time. All right, so I'm excited. Let's jump in. Let's feel some nostalgia. I'm gonna switch real quick. Hopefully this does not kill our settings. I'm gonna switch real quick. I'm gonna turn that down. All right, I'm excited, you guys. So this Red and Fire came out my senior year of high school, and let me tell you, for all of you streamers out there, for all of you youngins out there that are cosplaying and walking around freely, enjoying your anime and all of your Pokemon games, I had to enjoy Pokemon in a dark corner in the student council room so we wouldn't get talked about. Okay, video gaming in public was not what it was in '96 that it is now. Okay, 30 years ago. No, you were ridiculed. link cables. We had to carry link cables with us in order to do this. So you guys got it good, okay? So I'm gonna enjoy this every minute of this streaming. You see that 95? I was there. Matter of fact, we're gonna go back and see just how many hours. I'm pretty sure I have over like 200 hours in this. You gotta let that play. This scene is epic because this was in black and white, in red and blue, and it was like, oh my god, color. That's what it looked like, and then we got color. If you don't get nostalgic for color in Pokemon, you had an easy Pokemon life. I'm telling you that right now. This version. The various buttons will be explained in the order of their importance. Ooh, look at this. See, look. Why are we hand holding? No, we should not be hand holding. I feel like you guys are hand holding. I'm not reading any of this. If you need to know, it's okay. Here we go. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be in towns, roads, or caves. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. You know, we had to figure that out after 10 hours of being in one area and nothing happened, and then we just randomly clicked on something and it was like, then I didn't know I was supposed to just randomly find a flute. At times, you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild. Why are we hand-holding, Pokemon? Nope, I'm not reading the rest of this. Stop hand-holding. Yeah, my boy, Professor Oak. What up, dog? It's been a while. I know, man. I've gotten old. You kind of look the same with your pixelated coat. I have a professor coat because I'm old, and when my daughter turned like 7, I transitioned from Pokemon Master to Pokemon Professor. Okay, so technically I am not a trainer. I am a Pokemon Professor, original 10151. Okay, so when I find my lab coat, I'm gonna make sure to be wearing that. Some people, Pokemon are pets, that's right. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now see, this is where 30 years of Pokemon, and in the next game, it needs to change. I've been playing Pokemon for 30 years. I should be able to be a man and not a boy. Can I be a man in Pokemon? I'm just saying. Let's begin with your name. What is it? I used to go with Richie. Select. Oh, select. There you go. I used to play as Richie because Richie had the dope Pikachu. I messed with Richie. Yes, it's Fox. Oh, this is my grandson. He's been your rival. See, you should be able to change your rival's name. We're gonna pick a new name. And I'm gonna name my rival Pix. Pix. Alright, hold on 1 second, guys. We're gonna be right back. All right, we're back. All right, now rival's name is Pix. It's a personal thing. Yes, it was Pix. Yeah, Pix. I'm gonna be whooping you throughout this whole game. My very own legend is about to begin. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that screen space, and we're staying in this little ass area. Wait, what we playing? What we playing? With the NES. See, now if you know, you know. Every time you start a Pokemon journey, you gotta see what's in your room and what you're playing. And that, sir, is the original Nintendo. Let's see what's on the PC. Oh, let's talk about the PC. Let's talk about you not having access to your boxes on the fly unless you go to a PC. This is gonna be... I feel sorry for all you soft trainers out there. That's right. I'm calling you non-grinding soft trainers. You guys are... Whew. And this ain't no emulation where you can mod stuff. No. Play it on the original. Item storage, like you don't have access to anything on the fly. You got a bag with some key items and some Pokeballs. So you got Pokeballs on one slot, key items, and regular items. I don't even know if TMs go in the key item slot. I don't remember. They changed a lot in Red and Fire. There was a lot of stuff. It's crammed full of Pokemon books. Pokemon books. Oh, look at me sleeping! Look at me sleeping! Dang, I can't even run. Ask for help. Oh, look at my mama! All boys leave home someday. Dad on TV. Oh yes, Professor Oak next door was looking for you. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. So I did not realize that was a reference to an actual real movie. If you're a girl, I think it references Stand By Me or something like that. And I don't remember what this one represents. Go look it up. Dang, Pallet Town! This is what it looks like before Potopia. Oh, and this is where the DLC is, down there. Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. Oh, Professor Oak's lab. Y'all know what time it is. Is that right? Oh, look. Trainer tips. Press start to open the menu. Signs are useful, aren't they? See, that's how we learn. We didn't have a start screen. It was like, oh, here's this. It was a random sign that if you didn't click on, you didn't know. Reading is fundamental. What up, y'all? I'm back. It's been 30 years. How y'all doing? Steady Pokemon of Professor Oak's aid. Man, y'all still AIDS after 30 years? I mean, then again, I'm still a boy after 30 years, so. I wanted to be a man. Oh, Hicks is here. Silly fox, Grandpa isn't around. Why isn't he around? Oh, they gotta go find him. Intro to catching Pokemon. But that's my house. Whose house is this? Pix's house. He ain't here. Hi, Fox. My brother Pix is out. We're gonna call you Zinalina. Or whatever he calls himself nowadays. The big map of Kanto. Where's my map? There's a Pokemon on TV. It looks like it's having fun. It didn't say what type of Pokemon. Where's my map? I thought I was supposed to take it off the wall or something. Hey, wait, don't go out. That's right, it's unsafe out there. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for protection. I know. Here, come with me. Well, I went to your house and you weren't there. Uh-oh, y'all. It's time to make a choice. It's time. I'm fed up with waiting. Ooh, pigs. Let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Fox. There are 3 Pokemon here. Pokemon are held in balls. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now in my old days, I have only these 3 left. You can only have one. Go on, choose. So, what? I was supposed to pick first. Not cool. Alright, something happened with the stream. We're back. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see. No fair. What about me? Be patient, pigs. Alright, so we're gonna pick ours first, and remember, rule of thumb, you never evolve your starter Pokemon. You don't do it. Now, I've never done a Nuzlocke where if they die, you can't use them anymore. So I'm really on the fence about that. Like, don't get me wrong, I think I can do it. I don't want to cry when I lose some of my favorite Pokemon, because that's what's gonna happen. We ain't even gonna look at the rest. Okay, we don't even look at the rest. And don't get me wrong, I love Squirtle. I dislike Charizard. I don't like Charizard. Now, maybe it's because of the anime and he was a meanie the whole time to Ash, but I don't like Charizard. Bulbasaur! Are we gonna give Bulbasaur a nickname? Yes, because Nuzlocke you have to give nicknames, right? Bulba! What are we gonna call Bulbasaur? Green. Let's call. Oh yeah, because he's a plant. Let's call him. Oh, there's so many names that they're coming to the forefront. I know what I want to reference here. I'm trying to think of one of the strands to name him. I can't. We're gonna go O G. We need a space. Y'all already know if you know. Let's go, G. OG Skywalker, let's go. I'll take this one then. Charmander. Charmander. Or maybe because I've always picked Bulbasaur and I just never liked my rival. Battle it. With your side, you'll be able to show the... Do I get a Pokédex? Wait, Fox. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Alright, guys. This is the test. This is the test. This is probably the hardest rival battle of the whole game. What are you gonna do? Oh, for peace sake, so pushy as always. Fox, you've never had a Pokemon battle, have you? Wait, you're supposed to ask me if I have. See, are you hand holding again, Nintendo? I forgot how you're supposed to check their moves. So this is so you, depending on what generation of Pokemon you came into, a lot of moves changed throughout generations. Like the first 3 generations, you were pretty much safe, maybe until the 3rd generation when things started to take on different means and things like that. So let's go. I just wanna I don't remember what Growl does. The user growls, making the full lower its attack stat. So you're just lowering its attack stat. Like if I was lowering his defense, I would have did that. But let's just tackle. How was OG faster? So now my attack failed. We're gonna do growl on him, so his goes down too. He's gonna use tackle. Oh, that's scratch. So now I should be able to win this battle. Yep. Okay, so maybe not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Yay! OG Skywalk won his first battle. So I guess in Nuzlocke, the first Pokemon you see is the one that you have to use when you're out in the wild. You only hold 6 of them or something like that. So I guess I don't really know the rules of a Nuzlocke. Maybe we'll just go about it how I feel I want to play it, but we'll look it up just to be sure. Not sure why we keep losing the stream, guys. Maybe that's a sign telling us that we don't have any hours left. So, okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Smell you later. Raise your young Pokemon battle to grow. Why didn't I get a Pokédex? I'm supposed to do something for him. Did we miss something? Already? While I was talking all this mess? Maybe he's gonna stop us again. We don't have any Pokeballs. Okay, so I can't catch anybody because I don't have any Pokeballs. So the first one that we saw is a Rattata. Everybody has a Rattata. That's why I don't like Nuzlocke, because they force you to pick up dumb Pokemon. So this takes me so far back. So like I said, so this came out my senior year, freshman year of college. I was in my dorm with the GameCube, and at the bottom of it was the Super Game Boy, I think, or the Game Boy Player. And you could play your Game Boy Advance games through that piece attached to the bottom of the GameCube, and you could play it through the GameCube. And so I would be in my dorm room on a super small, like 13-inch television, just playing Pokemon. And once again, you still couldn't be out in public while you play Pokemon. So back then you would have your college door open, so when people walk by, you could hear the commotion going on. You know, still be a part of the dorm. You know what's happening outside your room, and people walk by and be like, "Oh, what are you playing? Is that Pokemon?" And they just look at me and just keep on walking. So it was still, I was still in hiding and shameful back in college in '03 playing Leaf FireRed. So whatever. Now we can be out and broadcast and show the world that we just got 24 experience points. I work at the Pokemart. It's part of a convenient chain selling sorts of items. Please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. I obtained a potion. Thank you. Route 1, Pallet Town to Viridian City. So you gotta go through the grass, y'all. Is that a trainer? Let's see. See those ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker that way, without going through the grass again. Second Pokemon encounter. Pidgey! Now, for those of you who know, Pidgey is OG. Pidgeotto! So eventually we will get a Pidgeotto. Eventually. Oh man, the light's starting to shine in. Sorry guys. Yes, I quickly set this together. I don't normally stream this early, and I did not block any of the light, so you're gonna see that in the screen. I apologize. But we're not gonna be on here for long, so because we only have an hour, guys. So level 7 OG Leech Seed. So normally what we would do is we would grind and get like 5 levels above everyone. But remember, without an XP share, everybody has to get dirty. Pokemon Center. They didn't normally say PC out there, so that's new. That's a nice little touch. Hope to see you again. Thanks for letting me use the PC, although I don't think you have ownership of it. There's a Pokemon Center in every town. They charge no money, so don't be shy about healing your Pokemon. So wireless club, like, oh man, when we finally got wireless, game changer. I'm terribly sorry, but the wireless club is undergoing adjustments, so we can't use the wireless club right now. This used to, and we're gonna go back, and we'll have to see if technology allows us, or if we're gonna have to rig something together so you can see what all of this looks like in the original game, because it's still possible. What? There's something that could still play. I think it's the 3DS. So we'll have to go and dig out our 3DS, although our 3DS is kind of broken, so don't know how well that's gonna work. To know about 2 kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? Sure. Caterpillar Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch that your Pokemon aren't stabbed by Weedle's poison sting. So poison, yes, poison is a big one in the OG games. Hey, you came from Bellatown. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? Thanks. Please say hi to Professor Oak. Say, I can't even buy nothing until I do that. I tried, dude. This shop does good business, and Antidotes I've heard. I can't buy nothing until we get the package to Professor Oak, who lives here. That's right, you gotta check every house, y'all. Woo, I'm trying to memorize all my notes. Oh, this is a school. Let's check out the notebook. First page. Pokeballs are used to catch Pokemon. Up to 6 Pokemon can carry in your party. People who raise and battle Pokemon are called trainers. Let's turn the page. Second page. A healthy Pokemon may be hard to catch, so weaken it first. Poison, burn, or cause another status problem to weaken it. Turn the page. Third page. Pokemon trainers seek others to engage in Pokemon battles. To trainers, the taste of victory is sweet indeed. Battles are constantly waged at Pokemon gyms everywhere. Turn the page. Let's do it. Fourth page. The ultimate goal for all. Okay. 1 second, y'all. All right. I don't remember what voice I was using for that, so let's just keep going. Elite Four. Hey, don't look at my notes. Girl, I've been standing here for like 5 minutes. Be sure to read what's on the chalkboard. The blackboard chalkboard lists Pokemon status problems during battles. Which topic? Oh, so see, that's, you have to learn about all of this through clicking on stuff like this. The town map. There's so much going on down below us. Victory Road. Oh, this route up here is dangerous. The power plant is over here. Yep. And Safari Zone. Digless Cave. Safari Zone. Yeah. Nostalgia. Cinnabar Island. Alright, well. Unfortunately, we got to get back to the real world, take care of some things. We'll be back later on with more of our journey through this. But once again, there they are. Those are your Gen 10 starters for Waves and Winds. Is it Winds and Waves? Waves and Winds? Winds and Waves. There's your starters. That guy is number 2, number 3, and number 1 maybe. Oh, look at his reflection at the bottom right there. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, so we got a while. They say 2027. I'm thinking probably September of 2027. So now we have a year and a half of just waiting and speculation. And hopefully another older classic gets dropped. I'm sad that they didn't drop more of the older games, but I guess they wanted to see how much money they're going to make off of Leaf and Red. Yeah. Leaf and Red, guys. So thanks for joining me on this Pokemon Day morning. I hope you're enjoying your Pokemon life. Let's go back. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. I like that. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Got something out of the Pokemon Direct. It's not the big hoopla that it should have been for 30 years. 30 years is a long time for any franchise. I feel like Nintendo is not doing very good when it comes to their anniversaries, because you have the Mario anniversary coming up. They're super focused on the Mario movie, and so a lot of people saying the new 3D Mario is coming out. Zelda turns 40. Like, all of our franchises that we grew up with, especially Nintendo, they need to be celebrated. So we'll be celebrating Pokemon here. We're gonna be going through Fire Red. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna go through a whole Nuzlocke, but you know, we catch Pokemon, we're gonna nickname them because I don't normally do that. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna try not to kill anyone, because if they die, I think that's the main thing about Nuzlocke. If they die, you can't use them again. So I think we'll hold true to that one rule and play everything else on the fly. So Pokemon Day, guys. Remember, everyone's a gamer. You just need the right game. Even if it's 30 years in the making. You know what's gonna be 30 years in the making? An ending screen. Good lord.